Hi guys, today I'm bringing you a spine-chilling story that will make your skin crawl. I'll take you through a journey of dark temptation and supernatural consequences. Sarah, a young girl who works as a corporate employee, found a book at an estate sale. Buried beneath yellowed newspapers and moldering magazines. Its leather binding was impossibly smooth, almost wet to the touch, and the pages seemed to whisper as she thumbed through them. No title marked its spine or cover. The elderly woman running the sale had gone pale when Sarah brought it to the register.
That belonged to my sister.
She'd murmured, pushing Sarah's money back across the counter. That should have been her first warning. The second warning came that night when Sarah discovered she could read the book's strange script perfectly, despite never having seen anything like it before. The words described rituals of transformation and power, promises of anything she desired, for a price. She told herself it was nonsense, of course, but after Brad, her manager, left her for that intern, after she was passed over for promotion again, the temptation grew. Just a small ritual, she thought. Something to tip the scales in her favor. The first ceremony required only a drop of blood and 3 strands of hair. Simple enough. When Brad called the next day, sobbing about how he'd made a terrible mistake, Sarah felt a thrill of vindication. When her boss suddenly resigned and she was offered his position, she barely questioned her good fortune. The book's next ritual asked for more, a finger's length of skin, freely given. The promise of wealth seemed worth the small sacrifice. As she made the cut, she could have sworn the book's pages fluttered with satisfaction. The third ritual demanded a pound of flesh. By then, Sarah couldn't stop. She tasted power, real power, and the book's promises grew more enticing with each page. Eternal youth, dominion over others' minds, the ability to bend reality itself. She didn't notice how the mirror showed less and less of her reflection each morning. Didn't register how her colleagues' eyes slid past her in meetings, as if they couldn't quite focus on where she stood. Didn't realize that each time she opened the book, the whispers grew louder, hungrier. It wasn't until she reached the final ritual that Sarah understood. The page listed no sacrifice this time, just a simple incantation. As she spoke the words, her remaining reflection vanished entirely. The book's pages burst open, and Sarah felt herself being pulled inside, becoming part of its leather binding, her essence feeding the ancient hunger that had claimed so many others before her. In the empty apartment, the book settled onto her desk, its cover now bearing a single new symbol. Inside, Sarah's silent screams joined the whispers of countless others who had thought they could control powers beyond their understanding, all of them waiting for the next ambitious soul to open its pages. The elderly woman at the estate sale had known, of course. She'd watched the same thing happen to her sister years ago. But some warnings can only be understood too late, and some prices are far steeper than they first appear. On Sarah's desk, in the growing darkness, the book waited patiently for its next owner. Remember, some powers come with a price too terrible to imagine. If you enjoyed this horror narrative, smash that like button and subscribe for more terrifying stories.